How you doing? And thank you for doing this with
I'm
me.
good.
I really
Thank you for
appreciate it.
having me.
No problem. First of all, let's start with everybody knows your music. If they don't know, it's really weird. The 90s
Right,
was
right, right, right.
90s was a good time for myself included. My first question I want to ask, if you had to choose, would you have come in as an actor or with music? Because you're good at that as well.
If I had to choose, would I had come in as an actor or with
Mm-hmm.
music?
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely come with. Still did it the way I did it. Came in with music.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Is there a reason for that?
I would have came in with music first and did it the way I did it because as an actor, it's like you already looked at as an actor. So I think it's
Mm.
harder for an actor to be taken serious as a
Mm.
musician versus a musician to be taken serious as an actor. Now, a few people are changing that. It's like people like Jamie Foxx and
Right.
people like Rotimi. They're
Mm-hmm.
changing that. Rotimi was even doing music before he did acting.
He
So
was.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
really Jamie Foxx, people like that have changed that. But I think it's easier to transition from music to acting versus
Gotcha.
acting to just because people can stereotype you when you're acting.
Mm. Yeah, that's real too. I have to. There's no cat. I got you on that one.
Right, right.
So calling me is still my favorite that I play on Saturdays. I have like a playlist, and I'm 48, so I ain't gonna lie. 90s was like my zhh. So it's still a
Okay, okay,
Saturday. It's still a Saturday song for me. You know, when I'm up and doing my thing.
right.
Um, what do you think happened as far as your music career? Because again, it's not like you're very talented. We all know that as far as acting or music. But what happened? Because when I look up your name or anything, even before this, it's like what happened to his music. So I want to hear from your own words. What do you think actually happened?
Well, what I think happened with my music, or my own words, what I would say happened with my music, or what I know happened with my music was that
Mm.
you know, growing up at the top of my fame, when I got to the top of my peak, I had a lot of family issues, man. Like I had a lot of family issues.
Mm.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you
I'm
good.
sorry about that. I had a lot of family issues. And to be that big at one time and to be that popular and, you know, family issues, management issues, label issues, all those things hit me at one time at the peak of my career. I was switching over management. My pops was in and out of jail.
Mm.
My mom was going through her some things with, substance abuse. And I was really raising my family, raising my brothers on my own. So I had a lot on my plate. And that's no excuse, but and then alongside with me just being young, I moved out to California when I turned 21 with no family, no friends, just at the peak of my
Wow.
career. I
Mhm.
moved to California to pursue my acting career. And I think when I went to pursue my acting career, I kind of got just even further away from the music because I didn't have
Mm.
anybody kind of in my corner guiding me. And I think that's what really happened. So the further I got in acting, the more the music got pushed to the back because I wasn't able to juggle like I'm doing it now. I didn't understand the concept of juggling both at the same time. You get what I mean? And
Yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah.
noticing there were two different worlds at the same time too. So I took some of the habits of being a rapper into the acting world. And I think that's why I messed up too.
Mm.
Or just if I had to put the blame on myself, because I'm always
Right.
about looking at what I did first. And
Mm.
I was definitely I was a rock star to the fullest, but I was always late a lot. Again,
Mm. Yeah.
I had a lot of people around me that didn't necessarily have my best benefit
Mm.
or my best benefit at heart. And just again, being so young and my father managing me most of my life to being locked up and me just out here fending for myself. I think that I started learning the business at that peak. When I
Mm.
was younger, I had my dad and my mom and my brothers and I mean my lawyers and stuff like that to kind of help me do things. But once they were gone and things were starting to look crazy, it was kind of like I was fending for myself. So I had to start learning the business at that point,
Wow.
So it took me, and then along with reinventing myself too, I wanted to get away from, when you sign to a label, you do so good at one thing, and then everybody wants to change the program. And
Yep.
I think a lot of it was me letting the labels get to my head, like
Mm.
on what I was doing. I should have stayed. But it's hard when you when you're with a machine that's not really y'all not seeing eye to eye. Not necessarily me and them, but
Right.
management and them. They love Zane. It's just the management.
Period.
I started understanding business at that point. And a mixture of those things, a mixture of growing up, a mixture of the growing pains of the industry, period, and a mixture of not having my business affairs in order.
Mm,
I think that
mm,
the main things that contributed to Lil Zane's music being on hold. But I did a
right.
good job acting. I think I took off with the acting. But like I said,
Period.
I was trying to figure out at that point how to manage both.
Right. Right. No,
Yeah.
we thought you were gonna be a regular on the Parkers. Let me tell you. I mean, it was. I mean, I'm so serious.
Listen, I was supposed to be, I should have been, but again,
Wow.
there was things that I probably I'll tell you a story,
Yeah.
just I met Chris Rock one time and I seen him at a club and I tell this story all the time. I
Mm,
see Rock at a club and I'm young, I'm a little tipsy, probably around 21 at this time and
yeah,
um
baby.
and I seen him in the club, and I was like, "Hey, Chris Rock, man, you should put me on that show, man." That everybody hates Chris. I'm like,
Yeah.
you should, I just bumped into him. I was like, "You should put me on the show, man." And I thought he was like, "All right, man, give me who's your agent, man?" I was like, "It's Larry, whoever his name was at the time. I think it was Larry." I was like, "Larry Williams, man." He was like, "All right, cool." And I walked off like, "Man, he drunk. He ain't gonna remember that."
Right.
And I started just doing what I was doing, went to
Mm,
party. My agent blowing me up the next morning. I'm not hitting him right back. And then next thing you know, when I finally hit him back, he was like, "Man, I was calling you because Chris Rock and them called and they had audition for you." And I'm like, "Damn." And it was for
wow.
the bully that used to bully him the whole time on the show.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh my God, are you
A,
serious? Wow.
a major role. So
Wow.
and those type of things that you put on myself that I don't do now. Now I'm the first one on set. I'm the last
Mm,
set. I'm easy to work with. I'm super talented. Because I learned at that point, as super talented as I was,
mm.
talent 90% of the game. I mean, it's 10% of the game. Business is 90%.
Period. Come on now, no cap. So, well, let me ask you a question about somebody coming up young that wants to get into business because you kind of had to learn the hard way, really, about the
Right,
business.
right.
What advice would you give? Because of course you had your family support and you were
Okay.
transparent and said that once that went away, it got a little rocky. So the who are coming up saying, I want to do like little Zane. You know, these kids coming up nowadays, they don't really do rules, they just do whatever they rogue. What would be your advice?
My advice would be just like I said, to learn, study the business, learn the business. Get you a team and remember the team you came in with, try to keep them together. Try to keep the team you
Mhm.
came in with together. But learn the business. Look up the top lawyers in the music industry. Look up the top managers, the top booking agents, and try to shoot for those people. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot different from how it was when we came up. It's a
Right.
lot of independent now. So just it's
Mm-hmm.
important for the artists to learn their business because it's independent. Like you can make so much money and you could lose so much money not knowing your business.
Yeah.
Make so much money knowing your business,
Nice.
lose so much money not knowing it. So my advice to any young artist right now would be learn the business. At the same time, you in there in the studio, you working on them songs 24 hours. You got to take at least 2 days, 3 days out the week to study the business. Pick up a book about it,
Hmm.
read some stories in the magazine. It's the internet. All this information is out there.
It
So
is.
just Google, hey, why did Taylor Swift leave her label? Why did such and such
Mm.
Big Sean over here mad at Kanye about? Boom, boom, boom. Like, don't just hear these stories and let them go. Like, listen to these stories so you don't make the same mistake.
Oh man, that's real. Because even me being a blogger, I have to admit, when I first came up, I was rogue because I don't know what the way I do things now, not the same way. So I love that you said that. That's real talk. And gatekeepers, I don't believe in those anymore. I just don't. I don't know if you do, but I
You
don't think
know,
it's really out there anymore.
it's hard for to have gatekeepers now when it's so many ways to really get the
Yep.
info out or to get the info and retain the info. So the gatekeepers are a thing of the past right now. It's really a young man's game, a young woman's game, and a
Mm-hmm.
creative's game. You know what I mean? It's a
Agreed.
right now. So if you're a creator right now, if you create, if you do music, if you write movies, if you write books, if you write television shows, this is your time to really shine because the industry needs you right now versus you needing the industry.
So that's gonna lead me into what you got going on now. Like, you back like you never left, period. Okay, you on a Love and Hip Hop, where all the artists have been, trending, going over and coming back with their music or not music, or just coming on the reality TV. Because I feel like the reality TV music, as far as being just a standard actor, is a completely different world. Reality TV is just a lot. So, what made you decide to go in that direction?
I went to reality TV because I feel like I was talking to a friend one time, and I had turned reality TV down so many times. I had
Mm,
opportunity to do Love and Hip Hop a while ago. To be
okay.
honest, if we're
Hmm.
just being honest, I love my
Right, right,
people
right.
hip hop too. Shout out to the whole staff. I love the hip hop, but I was disobeying God, and I kept turning it down all the time. Right?
Mm,
Friend of mine said to me, he said, Zane, you know what? People always have a passion to do with like their talent is or their dream is, and they have a passion and they don't make a lot of money at it. But the thing that you
mm.
really don't like doing most of the time, that people hate doing most of the time, is the thing that they make their money doing.
Ooh,
And when he said that, it's like, okay, maybe
wow.
the reality show that I don't want to do because I'm really just a private person. I'm a private.
Mm,
So, my family was going through so much stuff
right.
that once you learn my family is going through so much personal and crazy stuff
Mm,
like drugs and I don't know if I can say that on here. I'm sorry. Like
no, you
substance
good.
use,
Hmm,
substance
hmm.
and things like that, medical issues that and we're such a private family that
Right.
I've always been open. I've always been open with my life, but my family I don't think was ready to be that open. They was
Mm,
they my dad wasn't ready for people to hear these stories. My mom wasn't ready to hear for people to hear the real stories, and it was a lot of crazy stuff. Like I said, my family's real private and secretive all the time. So
hmm, hmm.
know, we're just getting to the point as a family where everybody is um coming to grips with like what it is. It is what it is. It's the
Right.
past, or to deal with it now. So I think that, me knowing that my family in real life got to a point where we're able to talk about things that will bother me, that everybody never wanted to act like wasn't there, or that was
Hmm,
bothering them,
hmm.
that I wanted to act like wasn't there. We got a chance to get it out there. And I think that pushed me to saying, okay, you know what, y'all think we open to do this? Because I'm gonna have to let open some of our real life. And I turned it down a lot of times before because
Mm,
I didn't want anybody to feel
right.
comfortable. You know what I mean? I've
Yeah.
always been comfortable with telling people what it is with me, but this I knew it was gonna involve my family, my love life, my kids. So I want my kids to be old enough. My kids only 12 and 14, so I wanted my kids to
Oh,
be old.
babies.
Oh yeah, I want them to be old enough to understand. I just want to throw them on TV and you know what I'm saying? So it was all that involved with. And then once I see my family was where they were at now,
Hmm.
like, and of course the opportunities that come with love and hip hop. Like
Yes.
I I just know me. I feel like love and hip hop or just being on. Once I looked at it, like my friend said, the thing you don't want to do the most is gonna make you probably the most money. It
Hmm.
was I keep fighting this reality stuff. Like maybe this might be God telling me you did music, you did movies, you
Right.
did TV, like
Yes.
um, maybe reality is another, like I'm a jack of all trades. Maybe that's like Jordan playing basketball, baseball.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I had to look at it like that. That's like Deion Sanders being able to play baseball and basketball. If
Yes.
he
Yes.
boxed himself in, he would have probably not been a person or have the type of
Come on now.
now.
Come on
So
now.
I had to
Mhm.
look at it like that and say, you know what? Let me give it a chance. Let me look at it different. I'm really doing a lot in my real life. And sometimes you just need that microscope to put, I feel like love and hip hop puts a microscope on the things I'm really doing in life. And I think once people get a glimpse of my real life, they'll be able to understand me more. And the music, it'll translate into the music.
Yes.
You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? Once you understand
Yes.
me, I'll be like, okay, I know why I like his music because I'm cut from a different cloth. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Let me tell you something. When I saw the preview, I said, "Oh, he's finna shake it up. You the new kid on the block." First of all, anybody new kid on the block gonna get attention. Period. So you already know. I saw the hair. I was like, "Oh, he finna shut this down." No shades to the rest of the cast with the cast, but I was like, "He's about to shut this down." But what I want to ask
You
too
know
as
how we, I
well.
mean,
Well, look, you got your personal life in there, your love life in there. How was that? Because it's like to be on a reality TV show, they all in your Kool-Aid. Who you talking to? You doing this wrong, da 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 da. If you weren't doing that before and it was, maybe hidden, it's loud. I'm not saying this was going on. I'm just saying it's loud on reality TV. How you doing with that? Family something, but your love life, that's something else. You
I mean, like I said, I ain't never been scared to put my life out there. So, you know,
I love it.
I feel like people already, I've been pretty honest to this point, so I don't know why I would,
Okay.
I think what
Mm,
happens, gotta watch the show, happens, but my story is real, may the truth be our right hand to God. And I think people gonna really enjoy the ride and enjoy the insight, you know.
I think so. So there is an album I heard coming out with the show. Are you gonna be on this album?
Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
thank goodness.
One reason why I'm so happy that I came on this season of Love and Hip Hop, because they're really focusing on the music. And
Mm-hmm.
and I was excited when I heard that Love and Hip Hop was doing a cast album, and they're bringing it back to the roots, doing
Yeah.
a cast album and focusing on the music again. And I think that's great, because I think that the fans are feeling like it got away from the music and it got away
Yes.
what really love and hip hop is about. So
Mm-hmm.
to back on a season, or to come in on a season, sorry, to come in on a season that is focusing on music. And I have so much music recorded, so much music. I'm still
Mm.
think it's just dope timing. Like God's plan, like Drake said, it's like God's plan for real, for real.
Right. Right. We ain't got
No,
no
but
control, baby.
yeah, but I'm excited, man. We all doing the album together. I will be on the album. I got some dope stuff on there. And yeah, just excited, man, and mixed with the relationships and showing you our different endeavors and businesses we got, and our family and
Mm.
our love lives. It's gonna be entertaining, more entertaining than it already has been, because they the number one show. Love and Hip Hop has been the number
Yes.
one show for years, so I think it's
Yes.
gonna be more entertaining, and I'm definitely gonna bring a whole different side to it for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Yes, you are. So outside of the album for the show, what music do you have coming out? Or do you have anything you're working on now besides that?
Coming out for the show. I just dropped my new single. It's called Lenny Kravitz, the new Lenny Kravitz. I'm sorry. It's called the
Okay.
Kravitz. Shout out to Lenny Kravitz. That's been one of my, like, people don't know I'm a rock star in my inside. Mama had a rock star. So Lenny Kravitz, the new Lenny Kravitz is out right now. It's in stores, it's available for download. Everywhere you could buy music at. And the video is actually dropping Tuesday night too. So
Okay.
right after the show premieres on Tuesday at 9 p.m. I'm gonna be dropping my video on my YouTube channel, Lil Zane's World, and the video is dope. I'm talking
I
about
bet it is.
rock star status, like.
You've always been a rock star. Let's be clear. We saw you on the boat. You always had the movement. You've always had that. It's just your spirit. I'm sharing
But,
that video on my YouTube channel as well.
but Misha, I tell you, we took it to the next level with this, like rock star. Like, I'm on top of tour buses with
Oh
guitars,
wow. Okay.
background. I mean, it's like, yeah, this is what they've been waiting for. Like, I couldn't just come back on no regular ish. Like, I had
Mm,
back.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if someone go to jail for 10 years, you expect them to come out at least swole a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come back looking worse than you did when you went in, dog.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I'm big on that. So it's like,
Oh my
you know,
goodness.
been in the gym crazy. I've been rehearsing crazy. I've been putting my tour together. So again, Lenny Kravitz, the new Lenny Kravitz is out right now. I got my new single, Famous. So I got new hella music out. The
Mm.
new Kravitz, my new single, Famous, is doing well. And both videos on the way. Lenny Kravitz will be out next Tuesday. Famous comes right after that. And I got an album I'm dropping in like probably September. I'm gonna drop an album in
Ooh,
September.
smart, smart. This is. Oh man, this is. I'm really excited for you and what you about to bring. A lot of us fans. been waiting for a minute. So we happy to see you on the screen and the music, you know? We
Man,
happy.
I've been waiting too. I miss y'all. I miss my fans, and I definitely I appreciate everybody that stayed down from day one. And we lit. You know what I mean? When God give you a chance like this to just be on this platform like this in front of the world, like He know that I'm taking advantage of it in every way, and I'm not taking that for granted. So shout out to all the fans that watch Love and Hip Hop and MTV and Paramount. Like, let's go crazy. The new kids on the block.
Period. Yes, it's up. It's up. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, you know what I'm just gonna say? I really appreciate you coming on here. I'm sorry, y'all. My freaking Alexa's talking in the background. I'm really happy that I was able to talk to you. It's everything. I could just tell everything that translates all your whole spirit. You finna just this whole season's gonna be really good with you on it. And I'm just really, really excited to see what you're gonna bring. I just want to say again, I appreciate you taking time out to talk to me. Kamish
I,
Reviews. The Queen of
I
Reality
appreciate.
TV. That's who I am. Period.
I appreciate you taking the time to have me on your platform. Anytime I could come back, I would love to come back.
Oh, for
And
sure, for sure. You're open anytime, anytime. I really would love it. I love talking to you. You just have been a good interview, so I appreciate you. And that's just me being transparent, is real as well. It was like I wasn't on an interview. And that's one of my favorite ones because I could just, you just an easy person to talk to. So I really appreciate that.
thank you so much, man. Thank you to all the fans watching. I just want to let them know that, if they don't know already, Love and Hip Hop Season 12, Episode 5 comes on Tuesday,
Yep.
MTV, 8 p.m. You got my homegirl, Amy Luciani, on there. You got Rollo on there. You got my wifey, Ashley, on there that y'all going to meet and learn to fall in love with. You got Young Jock, Scrappy's back, Rennie Wucci. I mean, the whole cast, Kurt and Rashida, Kate,
Period. Yes.
Andy, we lit this season. You know what I mean? Y'all, we got a lot of surprises for y'all too.
Yes, it's gonna be exciting. But let me ask you one more question before we get off here. My last question: the drama. How you gonna deal with that? And I ain't talking about the one within your household. I just mean the show. Period. It's reality TV. How you gonna deal with that?
I lived a life a made figure way bigger than, like, I've been living this life for a minute. Like, so like bring it on, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I tell people about me, I'm an industry baby. Like, I've been in this industry since I was 10,
Yeah.
11, 12
Woo.
years old. It's like
Okay.
I got the thickest skin. Like if they was gonna break me, if the media was gonna break me, we would have
Mm.
would have
And
did it back in. You would have did it
yeah.
back in 93 when I had my first deal at 10 years old. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like me and the media have this relationship, and and
Mm.
and 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 the me and the fans has this relationship that it's like, no matter what happens, people know me, and it's all love. It's like
Hmm.
I'm like I said, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for y'all to just see different sides. I'm excited to hear how to see how the world reacts. But the drama's my middle name, man. My mom would tell you, I'm a drama king. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, you
I
a
think
king.
it's
Period. King. Period. So
yes, sir.
thank you for your time. I appreciate your team as well. So they've been awesome as well. So I appreciate everybody
We
involved with this
appreciate you.
interview. So